Hi guys, it's Alana and welcome back to my channel for another video. Now today, as ever, we are in for a fun-filled, action-packed and exciting day because I'm here with Saracen horse feeds at Hughes Dressage and we'll be spending the day with Gareth and Ruby Hughes. Oh my gosh! I am so excited. So obviously I wanted to bring you guys with me. So massive thank you for Saracen for inviting me, but without further ado, let's get cracking. So walking in, it was clear some of the horses were having some downtime. This is Loki, a Glamourdale baby. How lush is that? And he's absolutely stunning, definitely a bit of me. So I admired the horses just before it was time to get into interviewing Gareth. So first up was an all about Briolinca, and she was absolutely stunning. It was amazing meeting the legend herself. Of course Gareth was there too, which was great, but it was awesome to hear their thoughts. So there was quite a heavy focus on Briolinca today because obviously she has been such an amazing horse with such an incredible career. So it was lovely to hear all about her, how she's got to where she was, what her retirement plan's been like, how much of a pampered princess she still is. And then Gareth got to talk about young horses.
These young horses, and we get attracted to them from their character, their movement and things like this. You never know where they're going to go.
Yeah.
She's turned out to be, in her time while she was competing, one of the top dressage horses in the world, and she's got huge strength. No, baby, you're not running out. She loves to work. She has a huge work ethic. She's a bit of a prima donna. She's not a huge fan of everybody. She has her favourite people. But typical mare that what she does do is that when she likes you and decides she's going to do it, she'll give everything. She gives her whole heart.
And the biggest achievement, it's really difficult because I've been doing this a long time now, and so there's certain things that have happened through my career which have been huge at that point. I remember winning my first regional title, which it was huge at that point. I remember winning my first national title. But I suppose, lately, my career now, I've been very lucky enough to win several medals being part of Team GB. Individually, Briolinca and we were 5th at WEG 2 years ago, which was huge. It's it's a pretty amazing feeling riding in front of 15,000 people and then clapping and things like that. Last year we won the team gold at the European Championships. Those are huge because they fulfill huge ambitions from being young. But I think with every horse you have these sort of steps through that are all sort of stepping stones to these sort of the big results, but they're a lot of the ones before that were really important to sort of take me on my path, really.
So obviously I don't want to put the entirety of the interviews in because you guys have to watch from Saracen for all of that, because this is just the behind the scenes exclusive. But this was so cool because basically we had Gareth tacking up while he was chatting to me, and obviously with his army of grooms the Saracen ladies had to ask whether Gareth remembered how to tack up, and bless him, he did. And Mowgli was so cute. He was absolutely determined to give me lots of nibbles and kisses, and I have to say our hair matches incredibly well, but Gareth was so interested to listen to, and he had some incredible insights from a professional perspective and as a rider in general. So I absolutely loved hearing from him, even if I was just filming for the interview, so I knew it wasn't really for me. I took everything on board because it was so good hearing from literally a legend himself. Of aspiring to things, obviously you are a massive inspiration to so many young riders and people out there, including me. But who is your inspiration?
I suppose I've been very lucky enough that I've had quite a few people throughout my career that has had a big influence. But I would sort of say through my competition, my high level, but being sort of more at the top of the sport, my biggest inspiration, also someone who has become a friend, and someone that I still train with is Carl. I've been training with Carl for nearly 25 years now. Not only do I have massive respect for him as a coach, He's evolved with the sport. I have massive respect with how he treats his horse welfare, the type of person he is, what he does for the sport outside of just him being a competition rider. And you know, we should always have someone, you know, that is there that we look up to, we try and, you know, follow and guide. So, you know, even at my age, you know, I'm not young anymore, but you know, we still should always look forward and never backwards.
Absolutely.
You know, always looking forward. So we should always looking for this, especially these days with social media and everything like that.
So whilst I was off busy doing my best impression of Graham Norton, Mum went rogue and decided to go say hi to the horses. And I have to say, one thing I've noticed is that I definitely need a chestnut if I want to make it big in the dressage world. Gareth Hughes' yard was full of chestnuts. So this is now Gareth with Mowgli all tacked up. You see Ruby there looking nice and snug in his Saracen jacket. And then also got cameraman Pete on the floor, just making sure the audio's good, the camera's working well, and Gareth's going to take Mowgli for a ride.
Do you need to take off?
Don't tempt me. I've got my hat and boots in the car, do not. So Mowgli is 7 years old and is currently definitely one to watch for the future. He's at the minute at advanced medium and is such a lovely personality. He's giving me kisses and cuddles the entire time. So I was just holding him for Gareth whilst he got the mountain block out, and he literally just turned around to me and went, "Can you just hold him for me while I get that?" And let me tell you, I was like, yes. I immediately was like, yes, I shall hold Gareth Hughes' horse, not a problem. If you couldn't tell, guys, I was fangirling for the majority of the day.
Oh, he likes the camera, look at him.
This is Mowgli. He says, "Where's my sugar lump?"
I know. Come on.
It's just giving me inspiration.
Kids still put to work.
A sharp 4-year-old at the moment. I'm like,
So in a year she's grown a lot.
Texting and driving from Gareth.
perfect. Should we go and do Steph?
So not only did I get the chance to interview Gareth, but I also got the chance to watch the master at work. And let me tell you, watching him ride was like a work of art. And obviously watching them compared to them at a competition versus training, it's so cool to actually see, because he wasn't putting on a performance here. There was no demo. This is just Gareth, the Gareth Hughes, training at home, and it was really, really lovely to see. He's got the horse moving forwards. Mowgli's looking lovely. Gareth sits so beautifully, it makes me want to die a little bit inside. And then straight after he's done something right, you see Gareth give him a pat there, and I think that's so important, that even those at the top level expect to tell the horse well done when they've done something right, because I think so many people are so quick to negatively correct the horses that it's brilliant to see someone at the top level be able to give positive reinforcement as well. It's also so cool seeing the grooms at work. So obviously that's Gareth's next horse that's getting warmed up for him, and he literally just, professionals are so mad, they literally hand over the horse and the horse will get walked off for him. They also have walls of all their awards, and it was so cool. Bear in mind, I do not have a single title to my name. This was so cool.
Yeah.
Hi Steph.
Hello,
What are we feeding here?
this is Saracen's recovery mash.
And this is for Briolinca?
It is for Briolinca.
And how many times a day does she have this?
So she gets to have 3 mashes made into a drink. So she has it 3 times a day. She's a little bit spoilt, so she has the recovery mash twice a day, and then I make the relieve mix into a drink as well. So that's her 3rd drink of the day.
Such a pampered princess. I love it. Thank you. So here we've got some special behind the scenes shots of making Briolinca's recovery mash. She is such a pampered princess for us that is retired. I absolutely love the way Steph takes care of it. It's so lovely.
Ruby, how do we know who's the favourite on the yard?
Well, they're at the top of the wall. Briolinca, of course.
There we go. So next up to be interviewed was Steph Sharples. Now Steph has been with Briolinca for 15 years now, and you can see that they have such an incredible bond, and this woman so deeply loves this horse. We did struggle a bit for filming to make sure that we could be seen, because Briolinca, quite frankly, had enough, but she was such a good girl, very accommodating, very demure, very mindful. And at one point me and Steph just were having a great time just giving her a groom, and Briolinca adored it. Hello everyone, I'm here with Saracen Horse Feeds at Hughes Dressage with Steph Sharples, the super groom of the world. And Steph, you've actually been looking after Briolinca for, is it 15 years now?
Yeah, it must be coming up to 15 years I've looked after her.
Tell me about some of your, Tell me about some of your favourite memories with Briolinca right from the very beginning.
Oh, I have thoroughly enjoyed looking after Briolinca. She's just my best friend. So starting off from having her as a young horse and starting off with the level competitions right the way through up to the championships at the Grand Prix and winning medals. It's just been absolutely fantastic.
Sorry, Lauren, if you open your body up.
Steph, as I understand it, you've been looking after Briolinca for, is it 15 years now?
Yes, it's close to 15 years that I've been looking after Briolinca.
Well, she certainly announces her presence. So why don't you tell me a little bit about some of your favourite memories right from when she was just starting out with you guys?
So Briolinca as a young horse, she was brilliant, amazing character. I've thoroughly enjoyed being on the journey from doing the lower level young horse classes right the way through to Grand Prix, competing internationally and going off to the championships and her winning some medals.
Well, we like it when we win a few medals, don't we?
Yes.
And I can clearly see from just the way you react with her and everything, she's very obviously a yard favourite. What makes her so special?
She's very special. She's sassy.
Like a bit sass?
Yes, and she is so loving. So she's really affectionate. She loves to give affection back, and she's just a giver. She absolutely gives her heart. So to see her in the arena, she would always give her heart to Gareth and try her best.
And that's beautiful. Okay guys, so I'm having a brilliant time so far. I'm just going to bob to the loo now while they're doing a bit in the feed room. They don't need me for that. Oh, look at all the prizes and everything. I love it here. For some reason Gareth doesn't want to adopt me. I can't imagine why. But yes, no, having such a good time so far. I've already said, call me Holly Willoughby. I'm doing my best to be the best presenter ever. Still very fresh and new to this sort of thing. I'm having a really, really good time. And Gareth and Ruby are lovely, so I'm having a good time so far. So guys, this is Loki, and I'm low-key in love with him. So we all know my dog's called Loki. He's a Glamourdale baby, and he's so pretty. I think he'd fit in my Skoda, personally. You would like to come with me, wouldn't you? He's so pretty!
And then just have a general conversation.
So how are you today, Ruby?
Fantastic, how are you?
I'm so good.
This is so great.
I'm having a great time.
So am I.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I think there's something to do.
So next up to interview, you guessed it guys, was the lovely Ruby Hughes. Now I absolutely adore speaking with Ruby. I got to interview her last year at London International Horse Show, and we were on stage and she was just such a pleasure to talk to. So the idea today is that she takes me on a little bit of a yard tour, and as we go round we learn more about Ruby, her horses and her plans for the future. So we started off outside first, and it was very, very windy, so we were all mic'd up thanks to Pete and having his mics. They had the special thing that stopped the wind, which was really good. And it was quite funny because we had to talk for a bit first and then walk, but we had to walk nice and slowly to make sure that the camera kept up with us and we were doing well. And I have to say, I hope my hair looks better on his film than it looks on this, because otherwise it's not going well. But honestly, their place is so lush. I definitely feel like Gareth should adopt me. Ruby could do with a big sister, quite frankly. I think it would be great. But it was so nice speaking to her. I was getting all of the great insights into her life as Gareth Hughes' daughter and as an amazing equestrian in her own right. Of course, the lovely dog Daisy was so cute. She was so desperate to get in on all the action and so adorable. They also have a chihuahua running around as well that looks like it's seen things. It's the cutest thing ever. as we're coming in here, Ruby, I can see this amazing wall of all sorts of decorations and medals, especially one for vaulting that we've got back there.
Yes, of course.
Tell me a little bit about how you made your decision between dressage and vaulting.
Sorry, again, I tripped over the dog.
Right then, Ruby, so as we are coming in here, I can see this amazing display of different awards and all sorts, especially for one that we've got for you vaulting back there. How did you make that decision between dressage and vaulting?
I think for me it was very difficult, of course, because I absolutely loved both sports. But for me, I found that when it came to competing at both sports really competitively, they started to clash, with my schoolwork, which of course I don't like doing. Unfortunately, again, like I said, it did begin to clash. And important competitions like championships, of course, were at the same time. But for me, I found that the vaulting was very much a hobby, and the dressage was what I always really wanted to do, especially with this amazing setup that my parents have made. I mean, I'm literally living the dream. And of course, with all the support from my parents, I found the dressage was really always the career I wanted to take.
So did you feel kind of like, whilst you were enjoying doing your vaulting, dressage was always going to be where you wanted to go?
Yeah, definitely. With the vaulting, I made so many friends, and it got me so used to competing in such big atmospheres. It's really amazing from that side of things. But of course, the dressage is really what I wanted to do growing up. When you're in class and everyone was like, well, what job do you want to be? And I was always a horse rider, so yeah.
Well, it's kind of hard not to say that when
exactly.
This is where you're based.
I mean, I'm hooked to say these.
We're coming into the stables now. Is this where all of the horses are kept?
Yeah, so pretty much this is basically where all our main competitions horses are kept. And yeah, so this is basically, so in the night of course they'll stay in here, but throughout the day we make sure that they get plenty of hours out in the field, because even though they are competition horses, they are still horses and they really deserve that time. And then throughout the day, if they're not being ridden in school, we make sure we have nice hacking out the back, so we always have a bit of their own fun time.
So it's nice to see that they have that proper balance between being a competition horse and actually just enjoying being a horse, because we've got plenty of empty stables around us. It's very clear that they like to go out.
And I mean, to have a competition horse, they want to work, and you have to have a happy horse, which is always nice. So it's really important.
100%. And talking about happy horses and happy riders, what are your plans for the futures? Do you have any designs on the 2020 Olympics?
Oh wow, now that's definitely a bit of a push. But I think one day it'd be really, really special to go to the Olympics. I've always liked to have a little eye on the 2022 Olympics because in Brisbane, where my dad grew up, which makes it really, really special. But for me, I think my main goal is not the Olympics, it's to make those senior teams and really be a part of the sport, which makes it really, really exciting for me. Of course, the Olympics would be amazing, and I mean, if I got selected, I definitely wouldn't say no. But I just think to be able to make it to the top of the sport and be able to compete and just spend my life and career with the horses is something really special that I want to do.
Well, that's beautiful. And which horse have you got your eye on to kind of make those team selections? Is it you, Gareth and Rebecca all having a fist fight over Gold Strike?
Bless him, Gold Strike might be a bit old by then, bless him. I think I've got some really exciting young horses, so if they are the one, then it's really special because of course I've spent that time with them from the beginning. But we'll just have to wait and see their horses, so you never really know.
Never really know. Well, thank you so much for showing me around. You truly have a beautiful base, and I can't wait to see the future with you and your horses.
Thank you so much. Our horses having in a very
They also really nice people.
Isn't it? Very demure, very mindful. Like they like to sit there. Exactly. They're very beautiful. I have to say,
So this little bit was capturing B-roll, and basically Ruby and I were told to just generally pat the horses and have a conversation. Boy, can we yap.
Have you ever arrived in time for your dad? You know, for Dad's like, oh, I'm on a day off today.
well, sometimes, especially with Gold Strike, you know, I think also like warming up the horses and stuff for him as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's very special sitting on them because you see them from real life on the ground and you're like suddenly silent. You're like, oh, it's amazing.
And tell me a little bit about Bella as well.
Oh, she's a very special character. She can be a bit of a mare.
Oh yeah.
Bless her. But she has the most gorgeous personality. She's definitely, I think, a one-to-one person, which is almost really nice. I think that's a typical mare thing.
Yeah.
But she gives her all, you know. She can get a little bit nervous sometimes at competitions, but she tries so hard for me. And she's not the easiest, but the fact that she tries to, you know, I love that mare so much.
I love it when they're a try.
I know, exactly. And I mean, I love the mares as well, because again, I think it's more personal with them. So yeah.
Geldings sometimes feel a bit like...
They just love everyone, especially with Mowgli over there. She's like, I just love people.
Whereas once you've got a mare on side, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like my dad was saying with Briolinca earlier, you know. But yeah, mares definitely find their people that they like. And I think as well, it's more personal as well because you have to take your time with mares, so you really get that bond, you know.
Yeah.
Bella would not forgive me if I tacked her up in 5 minutes, you know. I'm going to spend half an hour just scratching her and stuff, which of course I don't mind because I love spending time with her, but you know.
Me doing that to my mare is how I now have a scar on my arm.
Oh, no way. But yeah, no, she's just, I love her.
And how did you end up with her?
She's owned by Carl's. Yeah, I was really lucky to be given like the opportunity to ride her, because of course Carl has a lot of horses on his hands, you know. So I was really grateful. But I've trained with Carl for many years now, and he's incredible. So to be able to have this opportunity and be able to be trained by him on his horse is really.
And I guess that journey started really from. So I still remember that video of you when you were like 8 years old doing all the Grand Prix movements on Briolinca.
Yes, definitely. So it's been really special. And I mean, I've been really lucky.
Indoctrinated.
Yes, exactly. And I'm really lucky, like with the setup that I've had, that I've been able to be taught by the best. And he's such a horseman, you know. Like he's just his ways, and like you always go to Carl's for a lesson, he just fixes everything. Yeah. Like he's just incredible, you know. So he's definitely someone who I'm really inspired to ride like, you know, he's incredible. So, and he really loves his horse, you can just tell. And he loves his animals. You go to his yard and there's birds everywhere, there's dogs everywhere. Yeah, he just loves his animals. He's such an animal person and animal lover that he's a really special person that I think everyone should know and have the opportunity to meet.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So Mum got bored of me and Ruby. We went for a full 10 minutes. They had to tell us to stop after a bit because we were just yapping for England, and they got all the B-roll footage they needed of us just generally hanging about the yard. So this is the feed room, and they obviously buy in bulk, and honestly I get that with that many horses, but it's so cool to see the variety that the horses get fed. They've got the essential balancer, they've got the veteran mash, they've got all sorts for all the different horses at all the different levels.
Yeah.
Walking around the arena crying.
Just keep your sniffles to a minimum so that you're not coming over.
I was just thinking, because I did like a thing with like Ben Atkinson, and we did the thing. Oh my god, my nose, I was sniffing the whole time. So all you can hear through the radio is like,
I can imagine you being quite good at the Ben Atkinson, like
really
stunt riding and
you
stuff.
know what, the Roman riding was way harder than I thought, because I was like with the Bolton, I can stand on horses, but 2 horses, it's so different, because then you also have to worry about the horse, but in the Bolton you have the lunges, so you don't actually have to worry about what the horse
you don't have to
is
steer.
doing. I know. And then he was like, well, this horse likes to be the leader, this horse is like this horse. I'm like, oh my god, got so much to think about. All I want to do is be able to stand and stay on the horses. It was really good fun, and then riding around like tapless, it was really cool.
So you think, if you didn't do vaulting or dressage, do you think you'd end up being a bit of a stunt rider?
Oh, I think I'd probably go down the show jumping line. I think, because when I was younger I hated jumping, but actually now I quite like it. And I think with have
you told your dad you need to get show jumping in the stables?
Yeah, I didn't do that, oh my god. But I just think like it'd be really cool because the atmosphere at those competitions, like the pressure's insane.
That can be our next Saracen video. I get you on one of the show jumpers.
I would love to do with it because it'd just be really fun. I couldn't take eventing. I don't know how. No, I couldn't take eventing, but I think show jumping is quite fun and it gets your adrenaline going. Like, especially when you go watch it at these competitions, like Olympia and stuff, it just gets your adrenaline.
I just don't like it when the poles are higher than you.
Yeah, I know, that's very true. Like bigger than the horse.
So after our little coffee break, it was time for quick fire questions with me and Ruby.
That is quite a bold question.
I would say it is subjective because it's always dependent on the day, and both men are absolutely incredible riders, trainers, performers. Your turn.
I mean, I couldn't tell you. I think they're both massive inspirations. I think they definitely both have movements that they're both very good at and they're known for, as well. So I couldn't tell you.
You're not siding with your dad?
Well, Carl's my godfather and my dad's my dad, so I just couldn't tell you. It will end bad for me either way.
Fair.
Who is the best performer outside of the white balls, Gareth Hughes or Carl Hester?
I think Carl's been doing it for longer, and I think my dad technically trains with Carl as well, so you could almost say that Carl's better. But
I've seen the TikTok video of your dad dancing to that,
yes,
but I feel like
exactly.
you know Carl better. So is he a better dancer?
well, yeah. When it comes to dancing, I have no idea. But I don't know. It's hard to say. They're both incredible.
Yeah, we love them both.
Yeah.
If you could ride any horse at the Olympics, who would it be and why?
Do you want to go first?
Oh, it's really. Oh, my stomach's rumbling. It's really difficult. I think Vallegro was incredible because every movement was so perfect. But then you see horses like Mount St John Freestyle, who her movements are extravagant. You know, it's really phenomenal. So do you know what? If I could be offered a ride on any of them, I would definitely grab it.
Well, that was such a good answer. I don't know what to say now. I'd say if I had to absolutely pick one, it'd probably be Delira because my favourite breed is Trakehner, and she's the epitome of what is great about that breed, to be fair. But much like you, Ruby, I would take any. Thank you very much.
And then like even Glamourdale, I think it'd feel like flying if you did an extended canter.
Yeah.
Don't know if I'd be able to stop.
No, you don't need to
it's
stop.
Fine. We'll just keep going. We'll just keep going.
Carry on.
What is your favourite dressage competition of the year?
Oh wow. Well, it depends where to compete at. I couldn't tell you. I think for me, competing wise, I love the European Championships. It's really special. Like, the atmosphere is incredible. But I think to watch Excel Olympia, as people know it, I think is really, really special because I think it's an at-home show. You know, it's on home soil, and it's just like the Christmassy vibe.
It's
you know,
like
it's so special. It is
it?
the show of the year. I think it's just before Christmas. Everyone's so happy, high spirits, and I think it's just really, really fun.
Well, obviously, I don't have Europeans or anything to pick from. I think to compete at would have to be the Sheepgate Under-25s National Championships because it's honestly such a good atmosphere. Everyone comes together. There end up being Scottish camps, Welsh camps. I was very unfortunate to have missed it this year, but like I was arranging a full water balloon fight that was going to happen, so it was going to be excellent. To watch, I would have to agree with you. Olympia, London XL. I don't know why we still call it Olympia. It is the show of the year. It's so much fun. They put on such a great show and display and performance for us all. And there's nothing quite like watching the freestyle in
so
that
special,
atmosphere.
Yeah.
True or
I'm gonna have no idea. I'm gonna forget everything.
Yeah. Just let Alana go first.
Yeah.
On the reason.
Yeah. She's actually true.
I will probably say it wrong, but I'll say it wrong with great confidence.
Yeah.
The thing is, you know, like there's that whole thing when you was at school. If you said it wrong, then you remember it, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Say this is our new education.
I feel like we need buzzers or something.
I know, yeah, literally.
True or false? Spectrum mash is the flavour of ginger biscuits.
False. Malted flavour.
You know.
Well, I just remember you saying earlier that they smelled like these type of biscuits and it wasn't ginger.
They are biscuits, but not ginger.
Yes.
True or false? Palatability Plus is unique to Saracen.
True. And it makes things more palatable.
True. This is not my element.
I'm letting you go first next.
Yeah. Was that true? Yeah. Okay.
Slay.
I'm so gonna get it wrong.
Slay.
True or false? Veteran mash can only be fed soaked.
True.
No, it's false. I trusted you then.
Yeah. Wait, is it false?
It's false. It can also be fed
Wet or
dry.
Oh. Oh, just imagine it to be like the recovery mash.
I know, it's like a little trick. Slid in there.
Oh.
I googled that as well. Ruby, you threw me off. It's all your fault.
Oh no! I was just thinking about the recovery mash. Oh, crikey. The one I do on my own, I get wrong. Absolutely typical. I think I'm being set up here.
True or false? Live yeast helps your horses move more freely.
False, it helps gut health. Yeah. Gut stuff.
that thing in here.
True or false, veteran mash is suitable for horses and ponies who require additional calories to
False.
condition.
False.
Oh, I went true.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
Oh, I
Or...
don't know. Maybe you're thinking I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
Old horses need more calories. Surely less because they're not in full work.
Yeah, but what if they get skinny because they're old?
Yeah, I think they need more calories. It's true.
It's true.
True or false, horses and ponies are considered veterans at age 12.
False. 16.
False. 12, they're still in their youth years, you know.
They're still in their prime.
They're just getting going.
They're just getting started.
This is quite a long one, so you might just have to wait until
Oh,
I say the
crikey.
whole thing, and let's hope I get it
It's
right.
going to just go over.
Literally. Veteran balancer and veteran mash provide all the... Wait, let me start again. Sorry.
I can feel a stomach rumble coming. I can just feel my stomach start to rumble.
The mics aren't that good. You'll be fine.
Veteran mash and veteran balancer provide all the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants your horse or pony needs when fed at the correct feeding rate.
True.
True.
Because Saracens are the best.
Saracens, awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, girls. That was that.
Amazing.
Sweet or savoury?
Sweet.
Oh, sweet all the way.
Mm-hmm. We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, definitely.
TikTok or Instagram?
I couldn't live without either.
Oh.
Because when you get bored of one, you just swap to the other.
Facts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with TikTok.
Yeah.
I get far too many edits on there.
But then I guess with Instagram, you have the real side of it as well.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
you
but
can
reels
get
come
stuck
up
into.
like 3 weeks after the TikToks have been posted.
That is very true.
Mares or geldings?
I think with mares it's more personal, but geldings are definitely easier.
Yeah, I think geldings are more everybody's cup of tea, but mares are definitely for the specific.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go with a mare, but only a mare that I've got on side.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Winter or summer?
Summer.
Oh, I like winter without horses type vibes. You know, hot chocolate,
We're not
watching
horsey.
Netflix. You know, with the fluffy blanket. But I mean, in the summer, it's so much easier with horses. Like no mud. Well, unless you're in Britain at the moment, because obviously there is no summer.
You can't trust a British summer
Exactly.
anymore.
But when there's hot weather, no mud, absolutely perfect.
Can't stand winter.
Half pass or tempies?
I get so much more nervous about tempies. They are the bane of my life.
I haven't ridden tempies for about 3 years. I'd have to go tempies because it's more fun. Doesn't mean I'm better at them though.
Okay, last one. Blitz and bling or plain and neutral?
Well, we all already know my answer to that.
Oh, I don't know. I like a bit of bling, but not too much. You know, like a really nice subtle vibe. But I'm also quite boring, as in I love my horses in navy and stuff, you know.
I like lots of bright crystals and lots of bright colours and everything.
Just sparkle.
Sparkle.
Perfect.
Right then, guys, so that is all from me today. I have thoroughly enjoyed my time here at Hughes Dressage, courtesy of Saracen Horse Feeds. It's been amazing talking to the man, the myth, the legend himself, Gareth Hughes, Ruby Hughes, who is absolutely so lovely. I love speaking to her every single time. She's got such a wealth of knowledge for someone so young. And also speaking to Steph Sharples, who is like the super groom of the world. And it was so clear how much she loved Briolinca. It was pouring out of her. I adored it. It's been a great day, a great atmosphere, and I can't thank you, Saracen, enough for having me along. And if they want to have me again, they absolutely can, because I enjoyed it so much. So if you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when the next video is going to be uploaded. And until next time, guys, from me and all the horses, it is goodbye.